Hello friends. According to the owners of the Mercedes A-Classe, the suspension is too stiff. Obviously, the manufacturer had ambitions to compete with the BMW 1 Series and not with typical representatives of its segment. However, the durability of the undercarriage components is good. Individual cars have overcome the mark of 200,000 kilometers without interfering with the chassis. The only thing that causes criticism is periodic squeaks observed primarily in samples of the initial period of production. Fortunately, the disease was corrected under warranty. Some of the cars visited an official service station to replace the front airbags and windshield, which could get into the passenger compartment in the event of an accident and prevent the airbags from deploying. There were also problems with the vacuum hose in the brake system. There was a risk of losing support from the brake booster. There were also minor fixes that affected the tablet and starter, risk of overheating. However, serious improvements for a radically new model did not take so much. According to mechanics from unofficial services specializing in the repair of Mercedes, the W176 does not have many typical problems. A good opinion is also confirmed by the owners themselves, who for the most part point to minor malfunctions. It should be remembered that the A-Classe, as befits a modern car, needs the appropriate diagnostic equipment. Many simple operations cannot be performed without the use of an original Mercedes diagnostic computer. And an annual subscription to up-to-date software for regular services turns out to be unprofitable. Meanwhile, even such simple things as, for example, changing the rear brake pads require a connection to a computer. In this regard, the owners note rather high maintenance costs, especially in dealer services. Electricians specializing in the repair of Mercedes-Benz pay attention to the fact that in the A-Classe, depending on the version, there can be from 70 to 80 electronic units responsible for various functions. Oddly enough, they work stably. Problems with them often arise when the car hastily restored after a serious accident, and instead of the damaged block, used blocks from other cars without full adaptation are installed. In some cases, tidying up the electronics may even be impossible. The electronics may also be affected by water entering the trunk, and it's not a bad repair after an accident. Water enters through the ventilation openings, which, although located relatively high, are poorly sealed. The repair consists in replacing the holes and carefully gluing the landing sites. Another common failure is damage to the sunroof rails, especially when the sunroof is rarely used. In addition, sometimes the body position sensor needed to automatically correct the height of the xenon light, or one of the short-range radars of the proximity warning system fails. The OM607 1.5-liter turbo diesel is identical to the French K9K 1.5 DCI, which has been improved. It can be found in vehicles with the designation 160 CDI, A160D, and A180D. According to the mechanics, it has no problems with liners. The 1.8-liter diesel used in the A180 CDI and A200 CDI is no problem either. Only the diesel 2.1 in A200D, A220 CDI, and A220D sometimes surprises in the form of timing chain stretching. The cost of replacing it is high because the chain is on the side of the gearbox, and to access it you need to remove the power unit. Typical turbo diesel problems include a clogged particulate filter and faulty fuel injectors. Good reviews collect gasoline engines of 1.6 and 2.0 liters of conventional versions, both turbocharged. The loaded motors of the top A45 AMGs have more expensive troubleshooting, which are mainly associated with improper maintenance and operation. Take a closer look at the choice of instances equipped with an automated dual-clutch transmission 7G DCT. After 150 to 200,000 kilometers, expensive repairs may be required. For example, the replacement of mechatronics and clutch unit. If you know of other model malfunctions, be sure to write about it.